Okay, so this is the same question, and it's 4b. So we have polar bears are changing, the numbers of polar bears are changing, and they're changing based on this rule here. Okay, so there is my rule up the top there. From the beginning of the year 1900, n thousands of bears were removed from the Arctic Circle each year due to large-scaling hunting. So whatever the population was at the end of the year, we minused n from it, which means that the rate at which it's changing, dp dt, is still going to equal 0.15p, 1 minus p on 30. That's the rate of growth due to the growth of the polar bears limited by its conditions and habitat, but I'm also going to be minusing n per year. And that's what part B, part 1 is. In part 2, find the value of n such that the equilibrium population is when the population then stabilizes and approaches a particular value, like an asymptote. So we're wanting it to be 18,000. And at the point where the equilibrium is achieved, dp dt will equal 0. So I'm going to make this equal to 0, equals 0.15 times 18, 1 minus 18 on 30, minus n, solve for n. And on a calculator, n equals 27 on 25. And part 3, it's estimated that in the year 1900 the population was this number here. So I'm going to say when t equals 0, p equals 29976. If that many populations are being removed, so n equals 1290, but since this whole model is in thousands, n equals 1.29. Determine the year in which polar bears first drops below 12,000. So I'm going to have dp dt equals 0.15p, 1 minus p on 30, minus 1.29, because that is my general rule for when I remove a set number of polar bears each year. And what I'd like to then do is put this on my dsolve. So I've entered that on Calculator Interactive Advanced dsolve. That's x, that's y, including my condition of when x equals 0, y will equal 29.976. And that gives me the expression for y. And what would I like to do? Find out when y first drops below, well, y less equals 12, and find out when it first equals 12. So answer given y equals 12, solve for x. And that is going to be 109 times the constants. I need to put in a restricted domain. So what I might do is I might graph this. I'll take the y equals and zoom auto. And I'm looking for the first time that it equals 12. So I need to go out to say 80. And I'm looking for the number 12. There it is there. Analysis G sol intersection, and it's at 58.69. So T equals 58.69. The first year in which the polar bear first drops below 1200 should be 19. We started at T equals 0 at 1900. Therefore, when T equals 59, it should be 1959 is the first time that it should drop below 12,000. Just thinking, determine the year in which. So it should be during 1958 sometime. But if we're looking at the first year in which it was, if we started on 1st of January, the answer would be 1959, but during which year should be 1958.